again, the topic is playing the numbers game. So again, what the question was is how does the numbers game affect decision making when it comes to men and women?
I think it's a big deal. I think it affects a whole lot. I mean, I hate to say it. And ladies, I'm glad y'all catch me early before everybody log on a little too much. I'm going to tell you right now, as a pastor, it's really tough for women. I'm just being real. This ain't got nothing to do with me just as a man, but as a pastor, trying to help women hold on and stay focused and trust God. It's tough because a man almost ain't got to put up with no level of confrontation.
Right.
Because the numbers game is on his side.
Right. Facts.
And I'm just saying, so I think it got a lot to do with it on both sides. I think the great woman now, she's a great woman. She holding on. She believes in clothes. She don't believe in. She got a short hole behind. But then there comes this point when they do like, come on, so you ain't like, come on now.
You ain't sending no pictures or nothing.
She don't do nothing. Like, no, I'm old school, I'm old fashioned. I just wait my time. And they're like, and that attitude in a modern, go get it, show me, numbers game world, it's tough out here, man. I ain't even lie to you and say that's not. It's tough.
Yeah.
Because whatever you're not doing, numbers show. That's probably a lot who are.
Right. And this is why, like I said, even though it's tough, it got to be talked about because, as hard as it may sound, you got to be honest and be real about the fact that, yeah, we do recognize that, hey, there are more women than men, and also, too, there are more thirsty women. I ain't going to say more thirsty women than thirsty men, but there are more thirsty women, period. Meaning that women know, I'll go to conferences, I'll speak at conventions, and women oftentimes talk about the other women that they know will step out just because they don't have a man and they see a good one. Regardless if he got a ring on his finger or whatever the case may be. So that's why I'm saying there are more thirsty women, period, because it's a lot of women that recognize, hey, my window closing, and regardless of if this man ain't really mine, I'll take a piece, I'll take a sample, I'll take my little, my little time frame or how we gonna do it. So the whole thing has changed, and it's a whole heck of a lot different. Nowadays, when you think about, like I said, the numbers game, this is something that a lot of people don't really talk about. I think you peel back a lot of layers, you'll see how much this numbers imbalance and how that play a part of relationships even today. Let me see Renee say, right, man, you could be the best woman, but they ain't with that whole what you won't do, someone else will is real. It's real.
Yeah, we just talking about numbers game. I mean, it is what it is. There's more women in the world than men. So let's just look at, it ain't always just about bad stuff. Let's talk about, okay, there's more women in the world than men. In particular, in Florida, though, it's really almost half and half.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like 53.9, and the other man's like 46. So that's close.
Y'all outside
in
of
Florida.
Look.
In Florida, you 53.9 ladies. Men on like I said, it's like 40, 6 more, whatever. But my point is though, but it's still, when we're talking about somebody looking for a relationship, there's more women obviously looking for a relationship, what they call a lasting relationship, than it is for a man.
But my part is this my beef. How come when women know, or I don't know, maybe they don't think about it enough to think about this, but how come it be so much spotiness in the streets? Why it be so many women that just kind of carry it like, look, like I ain't going for that. Like,
well, I'll tell you why, because there's been this motto going on that only, I hate to say it, we're talking about black love, but somebody black made it up that I can do bad
all by myself.
And so
that started somewhere in the night, like 95, 96,
somewhere around with Mary J. Blige. I'm not gonna cry, not gonna shed no tears. I should have left yo 1,000 times, and then someone on the line
that just stuck.
People start taking pride, like, I can be by, but you don't want to be by yourself. And we're not talking about what you can do. You can do good too,
right? By yourself.
But I'm just saying you don't want by yourself. And so someone's on the line. Women was taking pride in it, like, no, I'm not, and no, and I'm not going for that. And then, things started, when 2015 hit, it started looking real shaky. But you know what I mean? And so.
And see, this is why I think this one of them topics we're gonna have a lot of ghost watchers, a lot of peep in, peep back. I don't want them to know I'm watching type of thing, because I think one of these topics is one of the things that women often think about, but yet they hate when a man speaks on it, because it makes it seem like, hey, listen, we just, bigging up ourselves, or we really boasting about how good we have it. And I don't really want to come off like that. Right?
No.
And I don't think we are, but I just know that a lot of times,
and let's be that
impression.
And let me go. Let's do all of it. We're talking about Nimbus games. Let's talk about the other side of it. It's not a great Nimbus game for a black man. Okay, let me come get you. So, women can look at it like, oh man, it's more women than men, and so men got this whole whatever, like Renee said, whatever you want to do, never women will do. But let's talk about the other thing. For black men, man, the Nimbus games are against black men. That's why people ain't on here. Right now, me and Clarence talking about, we don't love these, whatever, we'll talk about the baby. We can have, instead of 9, we'll have 90. Right now, only because the Nimbus game say ain't nobody even talking about what we talking about. There's no man that can intellectually talk about love and this. So it's bad for us too. Because before I get through talking, even as a pastor, as a black man in America, it's bad.
Right.
I don't care what you say. It's bad if you're a criminal. It's bad if you're a black man.
Right.
It's bad if you're a pastor. Because if you talk about anything positive, man, black men don't support it. They hate somebody hating us right now.
Facts.
So I'm saying it's not the Nimbus game is bad too, because how many black men have really got models, a role model in their life just talking about black love? It's bad.
Right.
The Nimbus show, man, the best selling music is I got 4 or 5,
Right.
so
popping bottles,
so I mean, we're talking about the Nimbus game. It's bad on both sides. So for a good guy, man, statistics show people don't even believe you out there.
That's a fact, and that's another thing.
I'm saying that number is.
That's another thing. Like I said, and it kind of you took me to one of my questions where the numbers game. This is where I think about being a relationship coach and speaking on relationships as a man.
Mm-hmm.
I even tell my wife that I say, listen, I understand that there's certain things I can't say, not because I'm wrong, but just because I'm a man.
Right.
Like
can't say
certain
that.
things that it's facts.
Can't
Both
say that.
men and women know. But another woman can say it and it'll be gold. But if I say it, it's like, cause you just tried.
You cross the line.
You cross the line.
Right.
And this is why I wanted to talk about this also, because let me give a shout out to Jackie, give a shout out to Regina.
What's up, y'all?
When a woman hears anything positive, any positive reinforcement about a man coming from another man, here's the thing: the numbers game, because there aren't as many visuals of good men that women may see, they feel like what you talking about, Clarence, what you talking about, Pastor Dozier, that's trash. Right. Not because what you're saying is wrong, but because it don't match my life experience. It don't match what I'm seeing out here, what I'm being approached by, and what I'm seeing to come across in the dating game. So now when it comes to me trying to speak on how the good men see relationships, they don't want to hear that, because it ain't, like you said, good men is it stinks like.
Somebody think, oh man, he just doing that. Right now, he's just doing that to get in y'all head. That man ain't like that, man. Come on. I'm a man. I know him, man. Like, and that's hard, man. That's what I'm saying. So ladies that think that, hey, and I know you praying and you looking at it like, oh man, it's tough out here because it ain't a whole lot of men that you feel like, maybe qualified to be in your life like that. But look at it from the other side. It's hard for men to keep pressing for something that before you meet the girl, she already like, what you want? Like, I know it's something like, because the numbers are against him. Because just because you've never experienced a good guy, you don't believe he exists.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't tell you how many times, even me and my wife, we finally broke through a lot of different stuff. I remember in the beginning, it was just like, man, I don't believe you was for real. I just, I didn't believe you really was going to be there. You know what I mean? She even gave me stories about, hey, on her wedding day, like, hey, I really didn't know you was going to show. Like, it's that many things to get, like, Nimbus show, men buck, men change their mind. I thought about it, like, and unfortunately, even in my own history, the Nimbus was against me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Right. So it's like, the Nimbus game is a serious thing, man on every side.
And so this is why I said, like, man, listen, while some people think of it, they might not dwell on it long enough. I meet the dude that be digging deep, or 2% dude that you might call me that be thinking about this type of stuff. Because in my mind, I'm saying to myself, sometimes I don't think women really thinking on it long enough to realize that, hey, listen, if the numbers may not be in your favor, maybe not carry such a hard shoulder, a hard chip on your shoulder. It's even, I understand, hey, listen, it's hard it's easier said than done.
Right.
But at the same time, you got to recognize, like you said, if some of the things that I might have done may not yield me what I want, then I might have to switch the game up. And like you even said, if you don't even think something exists, why are we dating? why allow us to be talking and da da da? But the whole time it's this prove it cloud over this, whole situation.
Right.
Because no matter what I'm doing, it's like, okay, cool, you passed that test, but I got most set up because I know I know you ain't gonna be by nothing. Like you said, I know you ain't gonna be there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's hard to swallow if you know you trying your best as a man.
All right, all ladies do this on a scale of 1 to 10. Go ahead. 10 being confident, highest. Scale of 1 to 10. How many of y'all really believe there's great men out there? Great men out there that fits your criteria, your qualifications, your standard. Scale of 1 to 10. What you think?
Troy said she lost. Basically, the numbers game is the difference in how many men there are in the world, how many women there are in the world. And the numbers game is basically a man recognizing that, hey, listen, there is a difference in numbers between men and women. So because of that, I make decisions based on that. I operate a certain type of way because there is a numbers difference.